The despair foreshadows in the Boku no Hero Academia chapter 162 is revealed that what's happened in the meantime when, well, the Deku gang would try to stop Shisaki. Apparently, Gran Torino and another police officer actually managed to find the Shadow Mist guy. I mean Kurogami, whatever his name was, in order to trap him. However, it's revealed in that despair that Kurogami had foreseen that, because it's revealed that once upon a time, All for One told to Kurogami that if something happens to me, you must protect Tomura. So if that is difficult, you can rely on him. And apparently, Tomura no, Shirigami, Shiragaki, whatever, is not the only one all for one bred as a soldier. Well, not bred as a soldier, that's the wrong word. Formed into a soldier. He had another one. However, this was no successor. No, this was just a pure and simple weapon. A faithful servant of one for all called Gigantomachia. We we see him. Something about him actually looks familiar, though I'm not really sure. But he seems to be a giant that actually wears a box on his place that's reporting the weather. A brainwashed warrior of Gigantomachia. What is this? Where Gran Torino fails? Then we see the news where the police have lost a great amount of evidence and have taken heavy criticism. I mean, this is why I hate the news, actually, because that just further shows just how much the news likes to put down the people that are actually doing something good in this society. And this also foreshadows an even more despair. The fact that uh, Deku sees that Shirigaki took something from Shisaki, it just further shows to him that a despair foreshadows. So now all the students will return to school safer to Gata, and they will keep an eye on the mothers. Uh, however, Deku wants to say hi to Eri. However, Razorhead makes the note that there's nothing you can do for her right now. The doctors can do that. So instead, he says goodbye to his senpai, who appears to be cheerful. However, he does mention that now that he's lost his quirk and Night Eye is dead, he still has a difficult time smiling. Even so, he still stands up and says that uh, mm, Sir Night Eye actually did smile to him. So therefore, Togata Miryu have decided to not mm, not be sad anymore because there's going to be an outstanding hero. Deku feeling the guilt he has always fallen. This was a lot of people also criticized. Why do Deku always have to feel this kind of inferiority and all that? And I say that is Deku's character. Mind you, he cannot tell anyone that he was quirkless until All for One gave him his quirk. He got this quirk from All for One. Have you any idea how much insecurity that would be in people? That basically will say that people will basically in his face say, without All for One's quirk, you would be nothing. Deku have a heroic spirit. However, he still be nothing without that quirk? I mean, there is the first chapter where it's revealed that he was something despite not a quirk, and that touched All Might's heart. Still, now that Mirio has lost his quirk, he actually wants to wonder. So he puts out things like, "You are a more capable hero than I am," because in the end, I was uh, saved by a teacher. So he cryptically says that if you had been the successor, you would have been one to inherit All Might's quirk. I mean, he doesn't openly says it, but he does say, "If I said I would give you my quirk, senpai, would you do it?" However, Mirio just strictly says, "No, thanks." And as he makes the point that even if that were possible, and if I would agree, then you would be the same subject of this hardship, revealing that Miryu does have a heart in all of this. He did, and this also would have revealed that even if he still had his transparent quirk, Miryu would still have rejected the One for All quirk because he wanted to be his own hero, not just a hero that inherit another will of another one. So he encourages Deku, saying, "You were a hero back then." As he talks to what happened yesterday, there is some small glimmer of hope that if Eri is capable of controlling her powers, maybe she can revert back to the place when he still had his quirk. And as I said before, that should be possible. However, as of yet, we have only seen her rewind wounds in existence, so I was wonder. But again, if that is possible, and if Eri could control that power, have you any idea how much hope that would bring back to the community that have now been drowning in despair thanks to that quirk erasing drug that obviously Shirigaki is going to reverse engineer? Then again, Eri's quirk is powerful, and and to train it's going to be difficult. And he also says even if that is beyond her ability, there may be other things to try. Because in the end, Night's Eye's final foresight was that he is going to become a great hero. Was that an honest Night Eye's words, or was it something else? Who knows? But he does say to Deku, smile. And now, as the young heroes that helped with the operation returns, it turns out that All Might has overheard all this stuff. However, the chapter ends as the two troublemakers of Bakugo, who I despise with all my heart, and well, Shoto Todoroki decides to now head out for their provincial license course. So, and the fact that Bakugo is still being a pain in the ass. And apparently, next issue, there's still gonna be a new results of the popularity polls. Is Bakugo still going to take the number one spot, or is Miryu going to get back on that spot, or is Shisaki going to get that? Either way, I have a feeling that many of my favorite characters on this show are gonna get a drop in. That's just how people works. And now the fact that we see these two heading out to their provincial license course, is it possible that the stores are gonna switch to them now? Now that we are finished with the Shisaki situation? I wonder. Again, Bakugo really needs to grow up. He really needs to get some character development. I know people say he has gotten character development. Well, he still hasn't gotten rid of his jerk-ashness. Once he gets rid of that, then he has character development in my book. So I'm just saying, are we now gonna see this provincial license? Now there's no Deku and no other real heroes in that license. So will Bakugo still make it? Who knows? Moreover, will Todoroki make it? Again, who knows? Inasa will be there, including that arrogant meatball guy, so yeah. Something tells me if we're gonna see that, it's gonna be something. And the new ally to the villain alliance. Yeah, the despair is being foreshadowed to be great. You give me your thoughts if you have any.